Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be talking about rhythm and comparing your beat to the count. So typically a regular beat, which is also called a 4 on the floor beat, usually has the bass drum on 1 and 3 and then the snare drum on 2 and 4. So then you get the back and forth of that regular timing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your regular beat. 4 on the floor. The bass drum is always 1 and 3. Snare drum is always 2 and 4. So that's your basic 4-beat drum beat. Usually what we're talking about here, most songs are in 4/4 timing. That's what we're going to compare to here. So in your 4/4 timing, there's 4 beats, 4 quarter notes per measure. So per our groove here, we're going to be doing that bass drum on 1 and 3, snare drum on 2 and 4. So it goes. And that's your basic back and forth beat. This is regular time we're talking. So you can do regular time, and then it's also interesting to mix it up with what's called half time. So just like it sounds, you're gonna the groove is gonna feel like it's half as long. So it's gonna feel slower a bit, but the tempo is actually staying the same. So instead of what you're doing is you're putting the bass drum on beat 1 only, and then the snare drum on beat 3 only. So that's all you have is bass drum, snare drum per groove. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that creates kind of almost a round effect where the drum beat is coming in half as long to give a more groovy kind of beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a good example of that is the new Bassnectar song T.K.O. off the album Unlimited. We'll check it out. It's going to go from regular time 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's going to change up to a half time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll be able to see how those two rhythms interact with each other and create a nice dynamic. In between the verse and the chorus there, we're switching between the regular and halftime. And when you get that switch between regular and halftime, you have a more driving kind of groove in the regular time, and then you can balance it with a more laid-back groove in the halftime. And in modern day music, that halftime usually gets paired with the chorus or a breakdown that gives a balance of a more driving down the pace of the song so that the song keeps pushing forward. A lot of the times, if you balance it right, you can actually slow down technically to a halftime and push the song forward more, because you give that balance, that space where the song can flow to a halftime and then pick back up to a regular time. So just balancing a regular time, 1, 2, 3, 4, with a halftime, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, will give you a nice dynamic through your song and will really help the pace keep moving forward.